All right, so we have some more G's and H's. So it's looking like it's going to be kind of the same thing here. All of them are G and H. So G dot H of X is equal to what? Well, it's 5x squared minus 3 times 1.2 to the X, because we're first supposed to make the product one, and then we're supposed to take the derivative. So we need to take G prime of X and H prime of X. So this one looks like we just get 10x. This one looks like we get ln of 1.2 times 1.2 to the x. Okay. All right, so the derivative of the first, that's going to give us 10x times the second, which is 1.2 to the x, plus the first, which is 5x squared minus 3, times the derivative of the second, which is ln 1.2, and then times 1. Uh, 1.2 to the x, okay? And again, we'll just keep it here because that's going to be our g prime of x, h of x, g of x, h prime of x. So that way we can go back and forth if we need to. All right, what about the next one? Well, again, g dot h of x is going to be just negative 3x squared plus 4x minus 5 times 0.5x to the negative 2 minus 2x to the 0.5. Okay. Now, g of x prime is equal to, and h prime of x is equal to, well, this one is going to be a negative 6x plus 4. This one, we're going to bring that down, so it's going to be a negative, and that's going to be a negative 1, so basically a negative x to the negative 3, and that's going to bring that down. It's going to be 2, that's going to be a 1, so it's going to be a negative again, and it's going to be x to the negative 1 half. Okay. So g dot h prime of x will be, well, it's going to be the derivative of the first, which is going to be negative 6x plus 4 times the second, which is 0.5x to the negative 2 minus 2x to the 0.5 plus, now the first, negative 3x squared plus 4x minus 5 times the derivative of the second, so negative x to the negative 3 minus x to negative 0.5 if we want to put it back in decimal like we had it here. Okay, so that's how we would do those two. Now, the only difference we're going to find if we get to application problems is we're going to have just these written into the application and we just have to pull them out. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do the same types of derivatives, derivative of the first times the second plus the second times the derivative of the first. And then we just have to interpret what the problem says we need to do. All right, so let's stop there and we'll come back.